Welcome to episode 2 of this Football Manager 2017 Creator Club Career Series with Regen Rovers. If you missed episode 1, go and check that out first. You can learn a bit more about Regen Rovers and discover what the aims of this series is. It's an incredibly tough ask to do anything with this club, but I hope long term, if we are able to survive in this division, we can push on and progress as a club. The first 1 or 2 seasons will be very tough, I'm sure. Unless I can work my magic. We'll see. And today we are taking on Ebbsfleet United, the favourites to win the league, in this first match of the season. I have been incredibly busy over the summer bringing in loads and loads of players. The players on the right are all the players I released during the Creator Club process, so ignore that. What is important is the players I brought in on the left hand side, and I've brought in over 50 players, and I've spent a bit of money on some of the players, but most of them are frees. I did actually realise part of the way through that I was spending money I didn't need to, because I was offering contracts to players with youth contracts at teams like Welling United, for example, and the compensation fee was around about £6,000. I soon realised I could actually bid for some of these players, bid £0 for them and sign them for free without having to do the compensation thing. So I'd needlessly spent some money. Now I got this money from releasing all the players during the Creator Club process, so I pretty much am the only club to have spent money in the Conference South. But that doesn't mean anything because the players are just way below the standard required for this division. I think, anyway, we'll find out in due course. But you can see here loads of players coming in, but the majority of them on a free. So there's a lot of regens available on the game because remember I ticked that button, the bottom left hand button when you're setting up a Football Manager save. Make sure you got that ticked if you want to do this because you need regens at the start of the save to be able to do this series, this save, because I'm only signing regens. I'm only allowed to sign and play regens for the entire series. No real players are allowed in this. Staff members, I've got 2 non-regen staff members, but they will be going as soon as possible when I can replace them. Callum Brooks and Dean Bishop. Is it Dean Bishop? No, Robbie Yates. Dean Bishop is a new head of youth development. I've also signed a physio, Matt Fish. Oh, I didn't know. I haven't signed him because he was already here. I didn't realise I had a physio. So he's another member of staff we have. But I do have a few other people now. We've got a scout, Kenny Crow. Pretty awful, but that's all I can get at the moment because they're regens. And Rob Cunningham as well. They will be going out and scouting, hopefully, for some decent regens. Marcus Browning is another guy we'll have to get rid of at some point because he's not a regen. And John Coulson, under 18s coach, he is a regen. So this is the first team squad. It's very large because I've basically tried to sign as many players as possible. I've also got quite a few under 23s and under 18s. Some of them are mixed in. I will be probably moving some of these down to the under 23s over time. But at the moment, this is the team. I'll just clear this. You can see ability wise, there's a little bit of a difference between the best and the worst in the team. But when you look at them on paper, it doesn't look much different. This is my best defender, my best player in the team, Liam Simmons, who I signed on a free from Wealdstone. So these clubs were just letting me sign their players for free. I'm not complaining, but that could be because they're not even good enough for the Wealdstone under 18 squad. So it shows the level that we are playing at. This could be very difficult. Potential wise, it's really unknown at this stage. None of my coaches are good at working out potential, so if we train them well, if we play them lots, then I guess they will improve. If not, they will just be dumped on a scrap heap. So I'm going to introduce the squad now before we play the match today. I'm only going to be playing one match today because I'm introducing the squad, which will take a while. Our best goalkeeper, Grant Waugh. We signed from Hungerford Town. Handling 13, kicking 11, reflexes 13, agility 13. He's not bad. Hopefully we'll improve. I'm hoping everyone improves. Our second best goalkeeper is Scott Curtis. Let me know in the comment section below who your favourite player is once I've introduced all these players. It's hard to tell at this stage, but I like some of the names of some of the players and you might like the look of some players. So let me know who your favourite player is and who you'll be rooting for this series to go on and be a superstar for us. Realistically, none of these players will turn out to be any good and won't even be good enough to get us promoted from this division. So there's going to be a lot of turnover of players in the first couple of years in particular, I'm sure. Joshua Yayadom, let's go with Yayadom, is our right back, best right back. We've got Ricky Brennan as a backup right back who they've all got 4-star, potentially 5-star potential in the first team, so ignore that at this stage. And everyone looks awful. I know this is going to be an impossible task, but I want to give myself a challenge here. I really am giving myself the highest challenge possible. Will Carter is our second best left back, I think, or maybe best left back, I don't know. He can play right back as well. Harrison Lane is a versatile centre back, left back, right back, wherever he needs to go. Chris Holloway is a player that probably will be dropped to the under 23s because he's not quite good enough for the first team, I don't think. According to the star rating, if you ignore that sort of thing, then maybe it will be okay because he's got decent marking and teamwork and natural fitness. I've noticed a lot of the players are aggressive. I've also noticed there was absolutely no out-and-out strikers to sign, even in the youth academies like Wilson and all these other teams that had produced regens already. It's all non-league teams that have produced regens at this stage because they don't have real-life players in their academies, so they produced regens at the start of this save. Idris Olakun. Let's start again. Idris Olukunle is our second best centre-back. Good tackling, marking. I mean, it's attributes he needs to be good at. He's not bad, but things like crossing, dribbling, finishing, free kick taking, long shots, long throws, penalty taking, technique, off the ball, all 1 rating. Not that it really matters, but that's what separates good defenders from not so good defenders. Already introduced Liam Simmons. He's also got 1 on a couple of things as well, but he looks relatively good at certain attributes. Aggression 16 could be a problem. He is my captain because he's got the highest leadership. Well, he's not actually got the highest leadership, but I just think because he's the best player, he could be a good captain and he's got okay leadership skills. Ron Whittingham is my backup defensive midfielder. I struggled to find defensive midfielders, but I managed to find a couple just before the last friendly that we played. The best defensive midfielder we have is Gareth Sheriff. Great name. And he is a 3.5-star current ability in this squad, apparently. Good tackling, which is what you need from a defensive midfielder, and positioning, teamwork and work rate, natural fitness, determination should all help him be a solid defensive midfielder this season. Let's hope so anyway. Ben Jarvis is next, a right-sided midfielder. I don't know if he will stay in the first team, but he's got good pace though. That's physically is reasonably good. But dribbling of 2 for a winger, what are we doing? I've got no hope, have I? I've got literally no hope of doing anything in this division. We might survive if there's a couple worse teams than us, but I have no idea. Dane Stewart, another option on the right-hand side of midfield or left-hand side of midfield. We've just got so many players that are technically extremely poor. They occasionally have good mental attributes or good physical attributes, but technically most of these players are dreadful. Kitten Riley is next, another player who can play central midfield or right midfield or attacking midfield. He's got okay passing and decent teamwork and natural fitness, but that's literally it. It just shows he's a 1.5-star player. Just think how bad some of these players are in the under 23s and under 18s when they've only got grade out star of 1.5. Elliot McCarthy. But he doesn't look that different. He's got okay first touch, aggression's pretty high, teamwork's 13. I don't know if these are just really skewed. I don't know if my assistant is actually giving me good ability stars here. I'm looking at the attributes, but it's really hard to tell the difference when there's nothing in it. Like a difference between 8 and 7 on passing. It's not going to make much difference, that's the problem. Aidan Markland is next, a left midfielder. I've got so many players with high aggression. We're going to be murdering teams here this year. He's got good... Once again, we've got players with decent teamwork and work rate. Physically, he's alright. Shane Shaw, a right winger. Pretty good mentally. But we need a winger with good technicals, and he doesn't have good technicals. He's got 4 on passing, 4 on dribbling, 2 on crossing, and this is a bloody winger, for goodness sake. Although if crossing's overpowered on FM17, then it doesn't really matter if he's only got 2 on crossing, because he'll still get about 50 assists this year. Dean Coles, another option on the right wing. He is better, 10 crossing. That could be really crucial. That is quite high. I'm not sure if it's high for Conference South level. There might be a few players in the Conference South with higher crossing, but we'll find out. He's got good acceleration and pace as well, which is why I decided to sign him. Dion Mills is our best central midfielder. He's going to be holding everything together. 13 on passing. Flair 11, leadership 12. Vision probably should be improved if he's playing as a playmaker, but I'm just playing him as an out-and-out central midfielder. I signed him from Hungerford Town for £5,000 compensation. I might have been able to sign him for cheaper than that if I'd bid £0 rather than going down the compensation route, but never mind. You learn as you go along, don't you? I've not done this before. This is literally the first time. Oh, Sean Pearce, right? He's going to be piercing defenders right through the middle. Everything's going up. Training is working well for him. Now, he's my free kick specialist. He's not good at corners, unfortunately, but he's good at free kicks, good at long throws. Well, reasonably good at long throws and free kicks anyway. He's a different option on the left wing or the right wing. Daniel Jones is my best central attacking midfielder. And the fact that he's got 7 on passing and 6 on vision speaks volumes, doesn't it? I don't know why he's actually that good. Is he good? I have no idea. Let's call him DJ. We need to nickname some players, don't we? Daniel Jones, and Jones is such a common name. We have to go for something else. DJ is there. Alfie Doddington is my favourite named player so far. Alfie Doddington, what a name this left winger has. Great acceleration. Dribbling of 8, crossing of 7, better than some of the players we've seen. I've got a team full of good teamwork, which could work well with the tactic I'm implementing. Sam May, another left winger, he's got 10 on crossing. He's aggressive. He's got good teamwork once again. Mark Johnson, another left winger. He's apparently my second best, according to my assistant, but I don't know. There's nothing there to rave about. 13 pace, maybe. Could be able to skip past a few defenders. Carl Jones, another attacking midfielder, another guy with Jones as a last name. So it's good to differentiate between Carl Jones and Daniel Jones by calling Daniel Jones DJ. DJ, dictionary. Joe Gordon is an attacking midfielder. Good technique, good work rate, flair, leadership, bravery. Bit different. And my only player that can actually play up front, Jack Young. He's going to be playing as a shadow striker for me. 11 finishing. That could be critical this season. So I'm playing the Red Panda strikerless tactic that I used with my Liverpool save that got corrupted. I've made some changes though. I'm dropping the defence a bit deeper because in pre-season we were getting mullered by fast strikers. I've changed some of the roles actually. I've changed the inside forward to a winger, because I don't have any inside forwards. And I've changed the defensive centre-backs to normal centre-backs. So pre-season wise, we actually managed to win a game. But we did start off with a couple of defeats. Although 1-0 against Villa, under 23s, not bad going at all. We only had 2 shots in the entire game. But we did have more possession. My tactic seems to be working quite well possession-wise. And rating-wise, we did all right. We were unlucky only to lose that 1-0, but we did get destroyed by Basingstoke Town. They took the lead in the 7th minute, and Doddington actually equalised in the 25th minute. Decent strike from him, but they went on to win 5-1. We had more shots, more possession, but they took their chances. So it's encouraging that we actually managed to play well. We just got unstuck in the second half by poor defending. And when I made all the substitutes as well, I brought some weaker players, which didn't really help. We then drew against Bashley. We did take the lead, 2-0 lead, with Jack Young and Gordon scoring the goals. Let's have a look at the 2 goals. But yeah, Jack Young, my shadow striker, it's good to see him scoring. But they got back into the game in the second half. Gordon, lovely ball across, and Young with this simple tap-in. And then Gordon got the second goal. Doddington, look at this. This is hilarious. What is the goalkeeper doing there? Tip it wide, man. Tip it wide. 4-0 win, though, against Bromley to end pre-season. Really happy with that. Carl Jones with a hat-trick. Really good performance from him. Good to see. He's one of my other... Did I show? Yeah, I did show him, didn't I? Yeah. Attacking midfielder. Can cause problems. Let's see one of the goals. What goal should we see? Let's watch the 54th minute goal before we get on with this match against Ebbsfleet United. Lovely finish, actually. Top right-hand corner. That was a good one to choose. So we've played the 4 friendlies. We've had some under-23 friendlies as well, where I got some of my first-team players involved. Under-18 friendlies. Because every player is 16 or 17 years old, I can just fluidly move them between the different squads quite easily. If we see an under-23 or under-18 player performing incredibly well, like Charlie Dixon with 4 goals, then we move him up to the first team possibly. This guy's got 11 free kicks. Now, there are some players in the youth squads with some interesting attributes that could help add to the first team. So, like I said, we'll just fluidly move them up and down depending on how they perform. Okay, so the team I'm going with to take on Ebbsfleet United away from home. Jack Young is a bit tired. I think he might have played in an under-23 friendly. So my only player that can play up front, unfortunately, isn't really ready for this match. So I'm going with Carl Jones. He scored the hat-trick in the last match. He's playing as the shadow striker, which is actually his preferred position. With Joe Gordon next to him, DJ, our best attacking player, on the right-hand side, and Doddington on the left. Dion Mills in the middle, Sheriff in defence midfield, Yayadam, Olikunle, Simmons and Carter at the back, and War in goal. Wish me luck, guys. This could be a complete hammering. Please smash the like button on this episode 2 as well. Thank you for the support in episode 1. I'm excited for this season. It's something a bit different this season and this series. Maybe not this season, I'm going to get completely destroyed, but it's something a bit different. I tried to be creative, come up with different ideas. That's what I like to do on this channel. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, then you won't know that. But yeah, I tried to be creative, come up with innovative series ideas. And this is... Now, I've been thinking about doing this series for a long time. But I've been watching someone called Cutsy, who makes FIFA and Football Manager videos. Fantastic channel. I'll try and remember to link him in the description below. But he does something called Youth Squad Legends with FIFA, where he essentially only signs regens and young players. I think it's only regens, in fact. A bit like this. And it sort of spurred me on to actually start this series, because I've been thinking about it for a couple years, doing something along these lines. Since... Actually, Creator Club Mode came along last year, but of course... Oh, what a save from War! I could have done this on the pre-game editor as well. And here we go. It's here. It's started. I'm very happy about it. If it goes horribly wrong this season, we get relegated, I will try again, but use the pre-game editor, because it will create regens that are a bit older and more experienced. However, I'm hoping this young team will be enthusiastic and ready to challenge everyone. If we can somehow get a result today against the team predicted to win the league, that would be very encouraging. But Ebbsfleet United have already bombarded our goal a few times and somehow haven't scored. But here we go. Carl Jones through to Joe Gordon. Come on, Joe Gordon. Do something. That's a pretty awful finish, but at least he's tried. It's taking part that counts. Yeah, not in football. We need to win. We need to get points. What is going on? What? It went to the 56th minute there. It had 1 minute added on and it went to the 56th minute. That was really weird. Pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. There's a lot more to come from the defence. Just, although relax them, that's not a good thing. If they're relaxed, they're going to fall asleep at the back. Here's Gordon. Can we get a chance early on? Lovely ball. Not quite. Not quite a lovely ball. Grant Ward's going to be a busy man this season. Luckily, I've got some decent goalkeepers. I've got quite a few goalkeepers in the under-23s as well. Here's Carter. Oh no, he's given the ball away, but he's won it back. Into Doddington. Into Jones. Carl Jones, Gordon. Carl Jones again. Come on. Come on, Jonesy. Sheriff. Lovely ball through to Jones. Jones! Oh, it's a good save. It was a difficult angle. Apparently it was a clear-cut chance, but I don't see that. Gone for a short corner routine, although they've not actually done it. They've ignored my instructions. Basically because I don't have any players that can take corners, I thought, let's go for a short corner routine. How have we not conceded a goal? Doddington's going to come off. I'm going to bring on Mark Johnson. DJ's going to go there, and I'm going to bring Joe Gordon off. Actually, I can't bring him off. I didn't look at my subs bench. I just did what my assistant... I made my assistant pick the subs bench. I don't know why. Let's stick with that. One sub. How the hell has nothing happened in this game? DJ's going to come off. We're going to bring on Markland on the right wing. He can't actually play there, but you're going to have to play there anyway. Idris Olukunle, he's going to make a mistake, isn't he? He's on a yellow and he's looking nervous. So we bring on Harrison Lane, our versatile defender. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Nothing's happened in the second half. But that's pleasing. If we can somehow get a point away from home against the team expected to win the league, then we could actually do something this year. Johnson gives the ball away unnecessarily. 20 seconds to hang on, guys. Hang on. I've given them the commentator's curse, haven't I? Good tackle. No! No! Yes! Get rid of it! Come on! Hang on there! Please! Hang on! Nah! Ah, thank you. How have we drawn? Maybe my team's either better than I thought, or this tactic is just insane, or Ebbsfleet are just terrible. Maybe they put out a weaker team expecting to thrash us. But the fact is, they're predicted to finish first. We're predicted to finish bottom. They only had 10 shots. We had 75% of the possession. How did I do that? We never did that with Liverpool with this tactic. How have we got 75% of the possession? That is absolutely insane. I've got players with 2 on passing and we got 75% possession. By the way, I've learnt from my mistake with Liverpool. I'm saving the game multiple times so we don't lose it. So I'm going to change it to 9. I'm saving it regularly as well. I'm so paranoid that it's just going to crash and I'm going to lose the save. What an unbelievable start to this season. I can't quite believe it. How have I done that? I just don't understand. We've drawn 0-0. I'm celebrating a 0-0, but it's an incredible achievement against the team favourites to win the league. I don't know how often these episodes will be, by the way. I'm aiming for them to be daily or every other day, but in regards to how many games I play between each episode, I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see how this first season goes. If it goes dramatically downhill, then I might skip through bits quite quickly. I have also loaded in a couple of other nations. I've loaded in Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales and Republic of Ireland. My thinking is that at the end of the season, hopefully more regions will be produced in those countries. I think I can probably sign players from Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. I can't sign players from abroad at the moment because my scouting range won't allow it and I'm semi-professional, so I think I can only sign English players. But I might be able to sign Scottish, Irish and Welsh. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. But anyway, thank you for watching this second episode of Regen Rovers. Let me know your favourite player in the comment section below. Who's going to be a superstar in the series? Hopefully a few of these will be. That will just add to the narrative of this series wonderfully. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.